What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 6-month review on this QUICKRETE Re-Cap I have over here. This is the material that I use to do these pads. I have a few videos that I made before winter. A lot of people have been asking me to make like a follow-up video, or they're just wondering how these pads have held up so far. So I'm finally making a video today. I have 6 different pads here that I recovered with this stuff. Started with these 2, then I did the middle 2, and then finally I did the top 2. Before doing this, I didn't expect the top 2 to last at all, and I was curious about the middle 2, so I did all of these kind of in a different way. The only ones that I actually followed the directions step by step were these first 2 that I did. So this is what we have here, guys. It's actually held up really good. I'm actually really impressed and surprised that it held up this well. And like I said, these are the ones that I followed the directions on. You can see there's a little bit of discoloration here and there, but there's no cracks, there's no spalling. Everything seems to have made a really good bond and no issues at all. So yeah, guys, you can see no cracks at all. This pad actually right here has pretty good even coloring. Pretty happy with how that one looks. And this one, yeah, got a little bit of darkness here and there, but the main thing I was concerned with was, you know, the spalling and everything before and how bad it looked. So now that I have a nice smooth surface, it's actually just a lot better, and if it holds up, it holds up. So we're 6 months in, and this stuff, the way you're supposed to do it, seems to hold up pretty well. All right, now we have the next 2 pads. So these ones, I was trying to save material because they weren't actually very bad. I just wanted these ones to be the same color, so I ended up just making this product, the Re-Cap concrete resurfacer from QUICKRETE. I ended up making it really thin and just kind of brushing it on and using a sponge to just kind of move it around and get some texture and cover this all up. This, as you guys can see, this stuff that I put on real thin, it did not hold up very well. The key or something, you can pop this stuff right up. So I did not make a good bond, so I'm not sure if it was just too thin or I didn't prep the surface good enough. I'm not actually 100% sure what went wrong, but just brushing it on like this did not seem to hold up at all. There's a bunch of spots like this over here. All this is bad. And this crack is a different story. I'll get into this in a second. But you can just see there's a ton of spots here where it just didn't hold up right. You know, it's flaking up. I think it was just too thin. So I'm gonna redo these here pretty soon. And same thing with this other one. You know, both of these pads, this one and this one, were both just brushed on real thin. And I got the same results on both of them. So you can see spots popping up already. And if it's popping up already, it's gonna pretty much pop up everywhere. So right here, there's some more, here. There's a bunch of spots where it's done it. Talk about this crack a little bit. So a big truck with a cherry picking machine on it. So I don't know, like a man lift. The truck had to weigh over 10,000 pounds. It pulled down the driveway right here. So they pulled in like right here and drove off of the concrete. And they cracked this right here. So you can see it's cracked all the way through. And I'll get to these ones in a second, but these ones are bad too. They didn't hold up. So what I'm gonna do is make a cut right here, all the way over, and then break all this up from, you know, this cut that goes straight over, and break all that up over there, and then redo all this with new concrete. You can see on this pad, these two up here were really bad. This is the one that had wire mesh sticking through it. So I was really just trying to put a band-aid on these for winter. There's spots here that are popping up just like this other one. You can see it's already popped up on the corner. Have a crack here. There's a bunch of little cracks in it already. Pretty much everywhere there was a crack before, there's a crack now. It said that would happen, but I was just seeing anyway. So we got this crack along here that came back. This crack right here, probably from the ground and the road moving a little bit. A little crack right here where I actually tried to patch this and then go over it, and still the crack still came back. Overall, this pad held up pretty decent, but if I'm replacing this and all that, I might as well do this too, so just make it all nice again. But realistically, these ones up by the road, it seems like they would hold up if the cracks wouldn't come back, but I don't see any spalling or anything. You guys can look at it pretty close here. Not really any spalling, just a couple cracks, which means it's going to get worse as time goes on. So that's why I'm really going to redo this. But if you had a couple pads that you just wanted to redo up by the road, we didn't have a real bad winter, but there was some salt, and it didn't seem to really mess with this at all. So the only thing to really keep in mind is follow the directions and don't go over any cracks. Another pretty bad crack up here. This one was pretty bad before. It came back pretty fast, but it's still better than what it was. Like I said, those top two were just a band-aid fixed temporarily. From here up is good and replaced. This pad will get redone again. I'm gonna grind all of this off and make sure I do it right this time, just like I did these pads right here. And this driveway will be all set. Doing those two top pads won't be that much. Should only take like a day each. So yeah guys, these first two are the real ones that I would pay attention to if I was watching this video, or go back and watch the very first video that I made, because the way I did that is it held up the best out of all of them. So I'll show you guys one more time real close. You know, like I said before, it's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot nicer than what it was. I can at least shovel it. And I did shovel this driveway a couple times this winter, and it made me really happy to not be constantly hitting little ripples and stuff, and I could actually shovel it. So it did make just shoveling it those 2 times, it was all worth it. So it's only been 6 months and it seems to be holding up really well. As long as you guys follow the directions and do what it says, make it thick enough, prepare the surface really well, and use a bonding agent, then I would definitely recommend this stuff, as long as you follow the directions. So that's going to be my 6-month review of the QUICKRETE Re-Cap. I'll be making a video soon of me redoing that one, and probably breaking up and redoing the concrete pad at the top. If you guys have made it this far, I want to say sorry for the lack of uploads lately. I've been really busy with work. This is pretty much my busy time of year. I'm trying to get caught up with everything. So the videos are going to be coming back in full force very soon. That's going to be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update on the driveway and the Re-Cap surfacer QUICKRETE Re-Cap that I used. Like I said, I would recommend this product as long as you follow the directions. And yeah guys, hopefully this helps someone out if you're trying to decide whether or not you want to do this or not. And that's going to be it guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace.